Hey, I think we should start a podcast.
You're a podcast! What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of You're a Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Austin Kassler, and this is my lovely wife.
I'm Faith Kassler-McCready.
And
Can I just say Faith?
You can just say Faith. I don't care what
Faith.
you say.
I'm a Cher.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I care about is you sound so disappointed that that's your name. Like, I'm Faith Kassler-McCready.
That's just my voice. Disappointed overall.
Just in everything or just in the whole name?
No, just in everything, just in life.
That is true. Even when you get surprises.
That's not my fault.
It's the same thing.
I can't help how I react to things.
But you're so bad at it. Like,
I do my best.
I don't even surprise you with stuff anymore. Like, I used to, like, closer to the beginning of our relationship, like, I would try to surprise you with, like, you know, whatever.
A lot of people don't like surprises.
Presents. Yeah, but, like, still, even when I got Faith and I Disneyland passes when we lived in Southern California, like the good ones, like they
premium.
They came with parking. They came with like no blackout dates. They were like the primo shit. It's the shit the mouse himself had, you know, like they were good.
They were.
And I told Faith, and this is a good tip for all you people out there looking to buy like a cool present for your man, your lady, your whatever. I bought Faith like this cool ass present, and I was like, all right, listen, I got you this, and I know you're going to love it. It's cool as hell, but this is your Valentine's Day, birthday, Christmas, New Year's, St. Patrick's Day,
anniversary,
yeah,
everything.
National Pizza Day present. This is your present for the year. Like, I still cooked for Faith, or like we went out to dinner like on those, you know, anniversaries or birthdays or whatever. But I was like, this is your present that you get.
We went to Disneyland for those anniversaries and birthdays.
Exactly. So, but I got you the Disneyland passes, and I was like, surprise, we're going to Disneyland, when I was halfway there, because we had Knott's passes, which were super cheap. Knott's
Berry Farm, explained for the people.
Yeah,
it's another theme park if you don't know.
Yeah, Knott's
in Southern
Berry Farm,
California,
which has better roller coasters,
but everything's sticky there and gross. And I didn't feel good. He always leaves this part of the story. I didn't want to go to Knott's Berry Farm. I had a stomach ache and I didn't want to go out.
But it was
he forced me.
First day we could use the passes, and I wanted to surprise you.
Should have surprised me on a day I felt better. Maybe I would have responded better.
Maybe.
No promises, but
yeah, if you had responded at all, it would have responded better. Because I was like halfway there, I forgot how to get to Disneyland. I needed directions. And so I was like, hey, like, random question. How do you get to Disneyland? And Faith was like, why? And I was like, surprise, we're going to Disneyland. I got us these awesome passes. You're going to love me. This is the best. And then she was like,
okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you serious? Like, Faith loves Disneyland. It's her favorite thing.
I do.
Like, Disneyland, shout us out for sponsorship, because we will
Can you imagine?
lay it down for you. Faith is a seriously genuine fan. And it was honestly like one of the coolest things that we've ever done was get those passes, because we lived a half hour away.
It was awesome.
We would drive up in my 74 Volkswagen Bug.
That was bad.
Yeah,
Constantly breaking.
The thing was 3 different colors, always broke, but I got it to go 90 on the highway. No, like multiple times. That's probably why it broke so much.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah, like super cool surprise. And I was like, premium Disney passes, baby. And she was like, okay.
I didn't feel good, Austin.
No, but it was still it was still a cool surprise.
It was cool. And then we got to Disneyland and Austin had to go to the bathroom, and he went to the bathroom, and I quickly sent my mom and my sister a text with like a picture, and was like, oh my God, look what Austin did.
Yeah, but to me, the guy who was like, oh, I can't wait for her reaction, this is going to be awesome, she was like, yeah, let's go in. Like,
well, you learned your lesson, didn't you?
Your most excited point was when I wasn't there.
Everybody, well, you learned that day, but everybody that knows me, like my family, my dad, my mom, my sister, no, I'm not good at surprises. Becca's not very good at them either.
No?
No.
I don't think I've ever really tried to surprise Becca.
When my stepmom bought me and Becca like Christmas presents, like the first year, we're like, oh, okay, cool, and then just like went about our business. She like told my dad like, oh my God, they hate it, they don't like me, like all this stuff. She was so scared, and then Dad's like, no, that's just how they are.
Yeah. But now I know. Yeah. After
I was super pumped about the squatty potty you got me.
Ooh, that is true. I got you were more excited about the squatty potty than a year of Disneyland.
It's because I know how you want me to react now. I do my best.
I don't even need you to react strongly. I just want a normal human, I got you a cool thing reaction.
Some people react worse than me, so just be happy.
I mean, yeah, you could have started fighting me. That would have
exactly.
been the only worst thing.
Yeah, just saying.
Yeah. But
I feel like under different circumstances, like if I had wanted to go anywhere, it would have been a little bit slightly more enthusiastic. I'm not promising a lot, but a little.
It would have been I think slightly better.
I'd have been like, I'd given you a hug or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, cool. Hug. Let's go.
That would have been 100% like that's like the peak of what it could have been.
Yeah.
If you were feeling like amazing,
then
like that's what I would have gotten oh, cool. Thanks.
I don't know what you want me to do. That's just not who I am.
Now I know, though.
Yeah.
Like, I tell Faith about her presents as far in advance as I possibly can, because the build up to it, she gets so excited about.
I'm excited about giving presents.
Yeah, but it's the anticipation.
Yes.
Like, I didn't tell you about the squatty potty because I didn't know I was going to get it until like when I ordered your presents, and it was like things you might also like, and there was a squatty potty, and I was like,
random.
yeah, that
you got me like
Amazon,
a jacket.
Man, they know.
Amazon's weird.
Amazon knows us. They're like,
we heard us talking about it before.
Amazon's like, you definitely poop. Like you're buying the cheapest North Face jacket that's available. Like you're definitely a shitty human.
Yeah.
You need this to help you be
shit.
At least be a more efficient shitty human.
Yeah. I feel you.
I'll tell you, with that squatty potty, like my poops are all like one poop now.
Really?
They're not really broken up.
Sometimes mine are, but like the other day, like last week, I was just like all rabbit poops. It was irritating. My tummy was really upset.
Yeah, but that's an upset tummy thing. It's not that's like nothing the squatty potty can.
Not a bad review on the squatty potty.
Yeah, I will tell you, with the squatty potty, when those full poops happen, which for me is often.
Yeah, because you sit on there for like 2 hours.
No, see, here's the thing.
Anyone could have a full poop if they sit there long enough.
It just slowly comes out over a 2-hour period.
Yeah, you're just leaking poo.
No, most of the time what I do is I'll poop and then just play on my phone until I borderline get hemorrhoids.
Like, doesn't it stink in there? I want to leave the stinky room.
It's my stink though.
But I want to leave the stinky room.
I mean, I
don't want to just sit there fermenting in my stink.
It doesn't affect me, and we both know how much I love fermented foods.
That's true.
Although I'm not eating me for fermented people.
I don't think you should eat or ferment any people.
Killer album title though, Fermented People.
Good band name too.
Yeah, I like it. I'm into it.
Cool.
So it's a day out after Halloween. Happy Dia de los Muertos
to our Spanish brethren. Or is it just Mexican? I don't know. Spain celebrates.
It's definitely like a Mexican holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Sorry to our Mexican brethren.
Yeah. Nothing to do with Spain.
I just said Spanish because I feel like sometimes when you say Mexican, people get like, I am Hispanic. Yeah, like,
the Latinx. That's the
Yeah.
whole thing now.
yeah. So whatever. I'm not trying to offend anyone,
No.
but happy
Which
Day of the
what's
Dead for you.
what's wrong with Latin?
I don't know.
Like the Latin people.
I don't know.
I like them, but the
Food's good.
Latinx thing throws me out. Maybe because it's weird because it's so. I think it's meant to be like not gender inclusive. Like the Latin X like could be like masculine or feminine, but the Spanish language is so distinctly like these are masculine and these are feminine. Like the words in general, like ending in
Yeah.
o or a, and that's the way that they describe it. It's like this is
Yeah,
masculine,
it's-
this is feminine.
It's because it's gender neutral. It says Latinx is a gender neutral neologism, sometimes used instead of Latino or Latina to refer to people of Latin American culture or racial identity in the United States.
Yeah. I wonder how like the PC movement has affected teaching Spanish in classrooms.
They can't help that this is how the language. I mean, it's just
It's-
how. Just
'Cause-
because it's feminine or masculine, it's just they can't help that. They're not
Yeah.
going to change a whole. I mean, they add stupid words to the dictionary all the time, but don't even get me started on that. They can't change an entire language. Like literally, almost every word has a feminine, masculine.
Almost every word has a.
So I don't think they can change
masculine
an
or
entire
feminine
language.
connotation. That's what I'm saying. Is like the PC culture is so strong that they would probably be like, you know, like even like if you're a boy, like you're supposed to add like o or like o onto certain words, or like if you're a girl, you add onto certain words, and it's like okay, so you're gonna like because nouns kind of go either way,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, like a word for example on that, but I just imagine like someone's like this is cocino, and they're like, oh, what, because you're a guy?
Yeah.
Because that's that's what we're gonna do now? That's sexist.
It's possible.
Like I just imagine classrooms just being a riot, because that is a good way of getting out of learning Spanish is
Right.
just to cause a scene in classroom.
Have issues the whole time.
Yeah, just have issues with it the whole time.
I just feel like it'd be like too much to change to fix. It
It'd
doesn't
be a
need to be
lot.
fixed, but if people want to argue about it to fix that problem, it's not possible.
Yeah,
I mean, it's possible, I suppose, but it would take more than our lifetime to change
Mm-hmm.
and to teach people to use this new dumb Spanish.
plus in my experience, like we grew up in Southern California, you live around like Latin, like Mexican heritage, like Latin people everywhere. My whole neighborhood, I was the only white guy,
Yeah.
and they were like fascinated by me. But like they always, like the Latin people always have a sense of humor about
Yeah.
that kind of thing, you know, like. So I think
I mean,
it's not-
most
it's not a-
people that like grow up speaking Spanish aren't speaking it proper anyways. They're not speaking it like how you're taught in Spanish class, like how most people that speak English aren't speaking like we're taught in English class.
No,
So it's
definitely
just-
not. But my point is I don't think it's a problem for like actual Spanish speaking people. I think
Yeah.
it's a problem for the white people learning to speak Spanish.
And they could be offended about whatever they want. They're offended anyways.
Yeah, it's that PC stuff, man. But
They like to be offended.
that's
Thing these days.
that's accurate.
I don't think I really care about enough to be offended most of the time.
Oh,
Like
no.
I'm mildly offended, but like I'm not gonna start arguing with somebody about something. I just
No.
can't bring myself to care that much, I guess, either way.
I don't think I've ever been offended by something so much that I need to like go to Twitter about it.
People are every day.
That's true.
It's a world where it's a weird world we live in. It's a world weird we live in.
It's a
That's what was
world
gonna
weird
happen.
we live in. That's
World
that's-
weird.
Everything's flip flopped,
Yep.
switching it up.
Flop flipped.
That too. But it is Dia de los Muertos. It's the day after Halloween, just to show you guys exactly how backlogged we are in episodes here. But
Hopefully this isn't coming out. We'll
we'll
I'm
see.
gonna take some guesses that it's coming out near Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Or Merry Christmas.
Eat
or
yourself
Happy New
into
Year.
a coma. I'm excited for when we do a Thanksgiving episode because we can kind of lay down our our food that we make and stuff, because Faith hates turkey.
Can't eat it.
She can't eat it. It makes her poop
It
uncontrollably.
makes my tummy really upset, and it makes me so sleepy.
It does. It makes you really sleepy.
I can't.
Makes you poop and then fall asleep on the toilet.
Yeah. It's like the closest I ever come to pooping myself as an adult was because I eat turkey. Like, I can't. It's not good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you actually pooped yourself, like as
an adult?
An
No.
adult? No.
No.
I've come real close.
Last time I pooped myself,
See,
that I can remember was I was like 7.
yeah, the last time I actually like shit in my pants, I was in elementary school. It was the first time I had ever gotten a button fly, and
It's dangerous business.
I couldn't get them undone, and I started crying, and a kid walked in, and he's like, "Hello," and I was like, "Go get a teacher." And a teacher came in, and I think they thought I was dying because of like
traumatizing
my reaction that I had, and I was like sobbing uncontrollably, and they were like, "It's me, like, what's wrong?" And I was like, "I booed."
I was playing with a friend, and we were running around her house, and it was like, I remember I didn't feel good. My stomach was upset already, and I was like really hot. Like, I knew my face was red, and then I was wearing like light colored pants, and I pooed myself.
Ooh, in light colored pants?
Yeah.
Ooh, at least mine were
Last
jeans.
time I wore light colored pants.
You really don't wear any light colored pants. Is that why?
No, it's not. It's just I prefer.
Is it like subconsciously
Maybe.
like you avoid light colored pants now?
Generally in life, I prefer darker colors.
That's true. Because you pooed in light colors.
It's possible. And then my mom was there, luckily, so she helped me.
Yeah, that's like the bring me my brown pants joke.
Exactly. Yes.
I like it.
Anyways, so today after Halloween.
It's great. We had a bunch of trick-or-treaters last night.
Not as much as we anticipated from the year previous,
Yeah,
but it was really fucking cold. It was 31.
Yeah, it was.
That's no time to be trick-or-treating.
Actually freezing outside. We got leftover candy.
County.
Hit us up. We got the candy hookup.
Hopefully not anymore by the time this comes out.
Oh God, seriously, right? No, we're doing a Dia de los Muertos trick-or-treating. You hit up our house the day after, we still got candy for you.
Right.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Give it to your relatives. Your dead ones.
We don't really have any relatives up here.
No, your dead relatives.
Oh, yeah.
As a...
Candy on the graves.
What do they call it?
A sacrifice.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, though. Like
No.
a sacrifice, but not.
No. Like,
There's a word. It's just
why can we
evading
not think
me
of
at the
this?
moment.
Like it's like a tribute. I just
Austin
killed the
killed him
shit
off.
out of a mob. Hell yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Anyways, so yeah, yesterday was Halloween, and we usually just hang out at home and watch some movies. We watched Coraline.
Yeah, we try to watch Halloween related movies, but I fucking hate scary movies.
So we watch a lot of children movies usually.
Yeah,
we watched Coraline and Austin.
We try to find movies that are Halloween themed,
but not scary.
But not scary movies, because I hate
last year
them.
we watched Edward Scissorhands and Beetlejuice,
which were good, fall into that category.
And then this year we watched Coraline, and Austin wanted to watch Dogma.
Yeah, we watched Dogma.
Is not it's Halloween movie.
It's about a bunch of dead guys. So
sure.
Hey, Chris Rock's in it. He's actively describes himself as a dead guy. They're like, "Oh, you're undead," and he's like, "Not undead, just dead."
There's demons and stuff. So
there's demons, rogue angels. It's a Halloween movie.
It's an any time of the year
Come
movie.
at me.
It's also a Christmas
Halloween
movie because angels.
Yeah, technically.
Because God.
But they're bad angels. There's no good angels in that movie.
Metatron.
That's true.
He's a seraphim, the highest choir of angels.
I do feel like he almost doesn't even qualify as an angel anymore. He's just like...
He's an angel right now. Rest in peace. Alan Rickman.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Alan Rickman. Man, you killed it.
Love you.
He's so good in that movie, too.
He's so good in everything. I don't even care.
Yeah. What are you going to
He was good in that stupid freaking movie about that wine contest between France and Napa. He was great in that movie.
He killed it. And he
killed it as Severus Snape. Killed it in Die Hard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, you said that he didn't even start acting until later in life, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just crushing it.
Mm-hmm. So
sad.
Yeah. Shout out Alan Rickman, man.
Still thinking about you. I'm not over it yet. It's still too soon to make any jokes. Same with Steve Irwin. Still too soon.
Oh God, man.
Be too soon for the rest of my life.
That was probably one of the like, because like celebrity deaths, I'm like, oh, they're dead.
They're dead.
Like, okay,
That's how you feel about
that's how
people
I
you
feel
know.
about death most of the time. Yeah, I've got a weird thing about people dying. I'm just like, that's what's supposed to happen, you know.
That for like a day, and you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, well, because like obviously, I'd love to live forever, but like what thing that people don't think about when they're like, would you want to live forever? And they're like, yes, absolutely. But if everybody lived forever, like you can't make more kids because that's just going to be a problem, overpopulation thing. Like
I don't want to live forever if I'm going to be like 190 years old and look 190 years old. I'm not down for that.
No, yeah, that'd be rough.
I don't want to look like I'm made of dust one day, you know?
I'm so dry right now. I look like I'm made of dust anyways.
That's true.
I've got some dry skin, y'all. It's bad. I'm so flaky.
You are.
We're going to put some coconut oil in my hair after this and get myself all good, straight.
Got a little hairnet thing he puts on his head so he doesn't get oil everywhere.
And let me tell you, I look good.
He looks like a fancy chef with one of those droopy hats instead of the sticky uppy hats.
Ooh, or like an artist.
Like a beret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my art, it's on a black canvas and it's made out of dandruff flakes.
Exactly. It's not great. It's like Breakfast Club when she's like making a snow on that picture she drew.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
That
like
weird
that.
quiet girl.
But no, I'm so flaky right now. I'm afraid I might run out of skin. Like
just on your head.
Yeah, on my head. My eyebrows too. Like
your whole face, your head, your whole head.
Does anybody else like get super dry underneath your eyebrow? Like it's crazy. Hit us up at europodcast@yahoo.com. That's our email address. Hit us
Just
up.
send yes and we'll have no context.
Yeah. Just be like, yeah, bro, totally. And then
like, okay, cool. I don't know what this is about.
Yeah. But
cool.
Seriously, if you email us, we might bring it up.
DM us
I
on
want to know.
Instagram at Europodcast.
You could do that too. But whatever. Hit us up. Let us know if you're a bunch of dry,
you're a flaky guy.
If you're a bunch of dry folks
or
out there.
non-binary human.
Non-binary humans.
Yeah. Or alien. I don't care.
Extra
Animal.
binary humans.
Just all of the things.
Yeah.
Possible. Yeah. So we went on a walk yesterday.
Oh yeah, because it's the day after
it was
Halloween.
Mm-hmm. We went on a walk with my puppy to try and get the energy out of her before the people came because she has anxiety issues.
Ooh, she's got anxiety. Bad.
And we drugged her, gave her some trazodone.
Oh, yeah. Our dog has anxiety so bad that she takes human level anxiety medication.
It kind of helped. So we took her on a walk and we were, seeing the very small children coming out for their trick-or-treating, little cuties.
Bunch of cuties.
Some of them were cute, I guess. Yeah.
That kid that we walked by, he was like standing in a truck bed dressed as a Joker, doing his Joker laugh. Like,
doing
killed
good.
it.
Yeah, he was doing good.
He did a good job.
His throat probably hurt. He was Joker laughing at everybody.
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody who walked by, he Joker laughed at. And then when he came to our house, when I opened the door, like later on, he did the Joker laugh again. Still killed it.
Still.
Did a good job. There's another kid who came up and he was dressed up like a Minecraft guy. And I opened the door and they were like, trick or treat. And I gave him candy. And as soon as I put the candy in his bag, he was like, I don't want you to call me a box head.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, okay, guy, like I'm not going to do that. Just happy Halloween. I don't know.
Kids are so weird.
Like our interaction was over.
Yeah.
It was done. He was like walking away.
Done.
And he's like, please don't call me a box head. Like I'd really appreciate it.
I wonder how many people had called him a box head. Like, what put this in his head?
So you're like a
box?
You're like a box head guy?
Because people, people like to try and guess, like, oh, you're a cute little ghost. You're a princess. There was that one baby shark. So cute.
Oh, yeah, there was a literal baby shark.
There was a baby shark.
Was cute.
And then people are like, and you're a box?
Boxy boy. You're a boxer. I get it.
And he was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm Minecraft.
Yeah. But
kids are weird.
Oh, and then Faith just about lost her mind at this girl who is like a infant baby dressed up like a little lamb.
She was so cute.
Yeah, she was just as soft as the spot on the back of her head. It was
Right. She was adorable. Her older sibling or cousin or something, I don't know, was with them, and she like walked up her stairs and she was just in her stroller and her eyes were just like wide open and her little chunky cheeks. I just wanted to bite her and pet her soft costume.
Yeah.
It looks soft.
Whenever like adults come up with like babies who like can't walk around, and especially if they're holding a bucket, I'm like, does the baby want some candy? And they'll be like, okay. And I'll be like, because I know it's going to the parents. Like you're out here, you're walking around.
You're just trying to get a snack, dude.
Yeah. Also,
Parents like candy.
I don't care like what age you are. Like if you come up and you trick or treat, like
I'll give you. It's the one day a year you can knock on a random's door and get something.
Yeah, I'm giving you candy. Like I don't care. Like if you're
not in costume, try.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to show up in costume though. You know,
at least a little costume. Get a mask. I don't care.
Get a mask. I don't care if you're just like, I'm homeless. I don't care if you're legit homeless and you tell me I'm dressed up like a homeless guy. I'm going to give you candy.
I'm like, nice, dude. You even got a cart? Yeah. Good for you.
By the way, do you mind if I go through your recycle bin? Like, it's totally unrelated.
Really committing to the role.
Yeah. I love it. No, totally. I'm giving you candy.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care.
I gave candy to the freaking pizza guy. He wasn't dressed up.
Oh yeah. We got Faith got a pasta. I got some wingies. And we gave the pizza guy some candy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't care. Like if you're old enough to drink and you show up at my house dressed in costume, I'm giving you candy. If you show up drunk, honestly, I'm still probably giving you candy. Okay. I was gonna say no way, get out of here, but like I don't care.
You got munchies when you're drunk too.
Or
gotta get your snack on.
You're just trying to sober up a little bit.
Get a walk. Get some snacks.
Get a little walk in. I need some fresh air, bro. And then
just end up knocking on your neighbor's door.
Yeah, these houses is giving away candy. Let's get some food in our system.
Yeah. A little bit of sugar. Get a sugar high with your drunk. Nice.
Although the Halloween punch that's going around is definitely got more than enough sugar in it already.
Probably.
But yeah, you remember when we were walking and like there was this? She was Gwen.
Spider Gwen?
Yeah, Spider Gwen. And she was like so excited to trick or treat. It was like 4:00 and she's in costume standing at in like ready to go.
A big window in their door and she's just staring at us as we walk by.
Itching to go get candy.
Yeah, she came to our house too with another Spider Gwen. There's 2 Spider Gwens.
Yeah, twin Spider Gwens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spider Gwens. Spider twins?
Gwennies. Yeah. The only thing that bugs me about going on those walks is but like if you're gonna park in your driveway, cool, go for it.
Austin's gonna
if you're gonna park on the street, great. But like if you're gonna park in that spot on your driveway where the sidewalk goes through, go fuck yourself. There's tons of street parking on our street. It's a kind of a narrow street, but there's tons of parking.
But like a lot of the times, their car's sticking out just as far as it would be if they had just parked on the street.
Okay, look, if you're parked all the way in your driveway and you have like a big truck,
it's whatever. It's whatever.
At least you tried. Yeah. You're in your driveway. You can't pull forward any further, and the end of your truck sticks out a little bit into the sidewalk. Whatever, you're good. But like if there's a car parked in your driveway and then you pull up behind that other car parked in your driveway, like, and then if you reverse and turn right, there's a parking spot. It's right there.
You're a parking spot.
You are. Damn it. But if you reverse and park there, you're done. It's good. Like it's 4 more feet for you, and literally everybody else doesn't have to walk around.
Sometimes, honestly, depending on how far their driveway is from the front door, it's closer to just park on the street. I don't get it.
Seriously, I hate it's one of my biggest pet peeves.
It's 100% your biggest pet peeve. If you want to get Austin worked up or like try and distract him from another topic, just bring up this topic of parking on sidewalks, and he'll lose his goddamn mind.
Oh my god, I'll put a screwdriver in my ear right now. Like if I was ever to be captured and they're like trying to make my suit, like make my murder look like an accident. They're just going to show me slides of people parking on the sidewalk, and I'm just and just have a screwdriver right in front of me, ready to go.
He has issues with it.
I hate it. I do.
Honestly, I'm like, one of these days you're gonna get like drunk or something and get upset and see people parked on the sidewalk and just like
a window.
Start knocking on doors.
Listen up, Jacob.
One time we were walking and there was legitimately a car like parked, not even like blocking, but like parked, facing like they were gonna drive down the sidewalk, and a cop had pulled up behind them and was like looking at this car. I think he was on his way to another call because he didn't do anything about it, and then when we continued our walk, we saw him at another house, but still just like fully parked on the sidewalk, not just blocking the sidewalk, but like parking like they were gonna start driving like down the damn sidewalk between trees.
There was there's like a 2-foot section like where the grass is next to the curb.
Yeah, so it's like street, grass, sidewalk, someone's house.
Yeah. And they were parked like over the sidewalk. Like the sidewalk was like between their tires.
Yeah.
That was awful. And even the cop, like, it made me feel better that the cop was like in his car, and you could see him like throwing his arms around. He's like, "What is this guy's problem?
What are you doing?
This fucking guy."
That is your peeve.
It is. It's my
to
biggest
be pet by all the neighbor.
Your biggest pet peeve. I think we should do this. Let's guess each other's biggest pet peeves. All right.
Yeah, I don't even know if you have any more besides that one.
I probably do.
Probably.
No, I definitely do. But I think your biggest pet peeve, the thing that drives you probably the most crazy is irregardless. When people say irregardless. Yeah, see?
No. It's not a word.
Isn't it according to the dictionary?
Now it is, because the dictionary just adds any word they want. They just change meanings. Like literally doesn't mean literally anymore. It means figuratively.
Which is literally super dumb.
It is. And irregardless isn't a word. It's just regardless.
Mm-hmm.
It's a double negative.
and listen, like I do comedy, like doing the literally thing, like exaggerating, like to give something a bigger point than it actually has. Like I get it, but literally
doesn't mean figuratively.
Does not mean it's the
You can
opposite.
use a word incorrectly all you want. It doesn't mean you change the fucking meaning of the word. That's not how language works. This takes us back to Spanish again, changing things.
Oh yeah, right?
I'm just saying you can't do that, and it is my biggest pet peeve. When I hear people use it, it like makes me cringe.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
No,
I can't.
Yeah. No, I know it's your biggest one. It gets
horrible.
You worked up. Mm-hmm. I think just like misuse of language in general
bothers me. You do that a lot, and I just try not to say anything.
I do it a lot
because I feel like me nagging you is probably not good.
No, I mean, I appreciate it if I do misuse something and you're like, that's not right, and then you tell me what it means. Because a lot of times I hear a fancy word and I just guess at the meaning. Yeah. I think this is what it means. And a lot of times
you hear a word and like you can't think of another way to describe something, and then you just keep using that word over and over again. And I'm like, I know if Austin's talking about the song, he's going to say it's really melodic. Melodic is his favorite word.
I do. I say melodic a lot.
You do. Mm-hmm. But it's okay because I love you.
Is it not a word?
No, it's a word. It's just you use it a lot. It's like if you describe anything, I'm like, oh, he's going to say it. It's going to be here. Oh, yeah, it's melodic.
Yeah.
It's a word. If it wasn't a word, I would have told you a long time ago.
I think so, but that's why I was surprised. Like, is it not a word? But
no, you're good.
You just don't like that I use it consistently?
I wish there was like a different word you would use.
Like what? Give me some cinnamon. Cinnamon?
You want cinnamon? I like cinnamon. I'm not sure of one, but I could look it up for you. I just feel like there's something else you could say, like it's just soft, has a good beat, melodic. All
right, guess one of mine. Get into it. I have one. I have it. I can see it in my mind's eye right now.
Oh.
It bothers me.
It's probably something to do with my knife skills.
Not
Anybody's knife skills, really.
No. The only thing about knife skills that like I do get kind of pet peeved about is like people who like leave their fingers like way out.
Yeah.
Like
whenever
straight.
we watch any kind of TV show or anything, when they're cutting something, you're like,
you're gonna
that
cut
is
their fingers.
not. Like,
well, it just
I'm gonna mince this, and you're like, that's not minced. I'm gonna julienne. That's not julienne. I'm like, whoa, calm down.
they just no like that. I kind of just am like, that's wrong.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really, and then I'm like done with it. But it's just like when people like leave their fingers straight out, like you're supposed to tuck them back so
you
that
don't
your
cut off your
second
finger.
knuckle touches the knife and then you don't cut yourself. But like people leave them out straight.
Yeah.
And then like heavy chops some shit and it just makes my butthole pucker. When I'm like, I'm gonna watch you cut your finger off. I've seen it happen before.
Yeah.
And it makes me nervous.
And, like
it
people
really makes me
leaving
nervous.
knives in like a sink without like, if like there's water in the sink and you leave a knife in the sink,
Yeah.
then also it's like
That's
you
one.
can stab yourself.
That's the one that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just a safety thing.
Yeah.
Or like,
it's perfectly reasonable.
yeah, when you put
It's
a
not
knife,
even crazy. Like you're irregardless is a little weird.
yeah, but
And
like
your sidewalk thing is a little
the sidewalk,
loony.
I
I get
understand
it. It's
that.
annoying. I
Yeah.
don't want to walk in the street if I don't have to, but you're a little crazy about it.
well, it's so like the sink thing that is like that, but I get like weirdly mad about when you put a knife down and you leave it straight up, like not on the side, but like where the sharp blade of the knife is sticking up in the air.
It just seems strange to do that.
And people do it all the time, and I hate it. It drives me nuts. That's
Danger.
That's the one that I was thinking of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of knife things.
Oh yeah,
Working in
a lot of
kitchens.
a lot of knife things. So when you work in kitchens, you pick up a lot of like it should be done this way
Yeah.
type habits, which you shouldn't, because when you're in a kitchen, you're always learning like new stuff and trying to like improve. So like it doesn't make any sense that people are like, it has to be done this way.
People just like things done a certain way.
Yeah.
Can't help it. People are particular. They get used to things being a certain way and they want it to be that way forever.
Yeah. I mean, like if it's you have like a certain way of doing things and it works, like great. But like if someone brings along like another way of doing something and it works better, like why not?
Yeah. Guess another one of my peeves.
Okay. Guessing
my peeves, Tim.
other peeves. Let me see here. Just trying to, you stretching?
My back hurts.
Oh. We got some pretty comfy chairs though.
You know, but I just wanted to move.
All right. I guess that's why we got these cords here.
Exactly.
All right, other pet peeves. Let me see. Can you think of any of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I totally know. All right. Softback paper books. Yeah? When people read them and they bend them in half. Ooh, there was a visible shudder. She has chicken skin right now. She hates it when people bend like the spine in half in order to like when they fold it like a Brooklyn slice. To fold it in half
Backwards. It's not supposed to open that way.
Yeah.
Like I get it. It's your book. Treat it how you want. But it's painful. If people borrow one of my books though, there's like strict rules.
Yeah, no, you don't really let people borrow your books. You're strict.
I occasionally do, but I'm like, listen here, if it comes back more damaged than it is as I give it to you, you're buying me a new book. Mm-hmm. That's just the rules.
Yeah, which is weird because I've tried to get you like a new Harry Potter set for presents and stuff, but you won't let me buy them.
I'm sticking with them until they fall apart.
I guess. Like
Had them for 12 years.
Yeah, one of them, like your old cat chewed on the corner, and there's like a muddy dog print.
It's the same one as
in
the fifth
middle.
one. It's the Heart of the Phoenix.
It's like falling apart.
That one is falling apart. That's the one that fell apart when I had it in paperback too. It
Yeah.
split right down the middle.
And you won't let me buy you new ones.
You will
Although
eventually.
you did just recently get from your mom
The illustrated.
the illustrated version.
The
and
first
you were
4.
very excited about that.
Yeah. Of course, I got them after I had gotten past those books for my yearly read along. Mm-hmm. Or reread, more like. But whatever. Next year, honestly, I don't know. if I'll read them because they're like way bigger than
it'd be
like
annoying
like
to carry
children,
around.
like picture book size, so they'd be annoying to carry around. But I have them.
But they're cool to look at.
Yeah, I'll read them at home. I'll just mark my page and know where I am and bring my other one on the go.
Yeah, no, the drawings of it on it are so awesome, cool. Super good. Whoever did the artwork,
Jay,
good job, man. You did it.
It was super cool. I'm really happy I got those. But yeah, that is one of my pet peeves. A lot of book things, I feel like. Words. Yeah. I don't know. It's just people bother me in general.
If you're alive, it's my pet peeve.
Pretty much. Ooh, people that like let their dog off leash somewhere, but like their dog's like a really shitty dog.
Oh, like not nice.
Yeah. Like, why did you bring your dog to the dog park at like, 5 on a really nice day when you know a bunch of people are going to be there? If your dog's going to be like attacking everybody and you're not going to do anything, you're just going to sit there staring at your phone, really?
Yeah, that's shitty.
Take your dog on a fucking walk, you lazy ass.
We've been taking Tonks on more walks because she does not like other dogs.
No. I like other dogs.
But she's not like mean about it. No, she's like you. Scared. She just doesn't want to deal with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, some of Tonk's best friends' dogs are dogs that just like don't care that she's there.
Yeah.
And they'll
What's
just
your favorite kind of dog?
Together.
It's like how I like it. I like to just sit sometimes with people. Don't need to like participate in any kind of conversation. I'll just sit there.
That really is your favorite. Yeah. That's your best friend. You're like that.
Yep.
You're just doing it. But I can't really think of any more like
your own or mine?
Stringent pet peeves that I have, or you. Yeah. I guess if I thought about it a little more, I might be able to come up with some. But
you're just gonna make yourself annoyed thinking about all your pet peeves.
I don't know. I feel like I'm usually like a kind of whatever guy.
Yeah, you're pretty laid back. Another one of my pet peeves is like being lied to, or just people making things up if I know it's not true. Because I'm like a fairly good read on when people are lying to me.
So your pet peeve is just bad liars.
For real, though.
Yeah.
Get better. If you're going to lie to me, know that you're a bad liar or do better.
And I'm just a bad liar. I'm not.
You're not a great liar.
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
I've never been good at it.
I just don't like people being dishonest with me. Like, just tell me the truth. Like, I mean, that's like most of the fights we've ever had.
Yeah. No, that's definitely true.
So I was like, it's like, I don't know. It's just annoying to me.
Yeah. It's been like, don't lie to me and are Fritos delicious are like the biggest fights we've had.
Pretty much.
But all right. Well, now everybody knows just what buttons to push for us. So next time you see me and you're leaving knives up around, fuck you.
Don't use irregardless around me.
Yeah, that one's
I'll just leave.
That one's a really bad one for her. Seriously, she hates it.
If you're reading your own book and you fold it back, like whatever, I can't stop you. I just won't look at your book.
It makes you tense, though. It makes you tense.
It does make me tense.
Yeah.
Makes me want to bite my cheek. Anxiety's real, guys.
Yeah, it's such a weird tick that you picked up.
I didn't ever know. It's something I've done literally my whole life, is just biting the inside of my cheek. And I never really thought about it. It's like a thing I was doing that was abnormal. I just do it. And then I was thinking about it recently because I was like having anxiety at work and I was doing it. I was like, maybe I only do this when I have anxiety or like higher levels of anxiety or stress. And now I like actively notice when I start to do it is when I'm feeling more stressed or like it's getting really busy at work or I'm just feeling anxious for whatever reason. I just like feel myself like start to move my lips to the side to like try and bite my cheek. And now that I know that it's a thing I do, I try and stop myself. But sometimes you just can't stop yourself. Anxiety.
Yeah.
Can't help that I have it.
You got it. You got it, girl. You got it bad.
I got it bad.
You got it bad. All right, well, do you have a bucket list? Have you ever written down like a bucket list? I know that's a hard transition, but it was something that I thought about today because you used to have like a physical bucket list.
I did used to. I was trying to write down like 100 things just because why not? Because that show, The Buried Life, was really popular when I was growing up on MTV. And I tried to just think of like 100 things that I would want to do before I died, and I couldn't even think of 100. I got to like 30 or something, and it was just, traveling places and skydiving and bungee jumping, learning another language, learning to play an instrument. I always thought was cool. I did the violin, in elementary school, and they forced us to, and I always thought it'd be cool to pick it up again or try to.
Yeah, you've always had a thing for like electric violin too.
Yeah, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Just things like that. Read, like, they have like a list of like the top 100 books you're supposed to read before you die, or like the must read books, but like it's, who's to say? Everybody has different tastes. But I always thought about reading like that, or reading the classics, trying to do that before I died. Things like that.
Just read all the classics.
Yeah. But classics change.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like, who's to say what's going to be a classic when we're, Harry Potter's a freaking classic if you ask me.
It's so embedded into like culture and society at this
even
point.
people that don't even know anything about Harry Potter, like never read a book, never seen a movie,
they know what it is
about Harry Potter.
Yeah, like I've never read Shakespeare all the way through, but I know what it is. I know like some of the famous lines and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never read Shakespeare, any Shakespeare.
No, I've never read one all the way through.
I know.
Like
never? You had to read Romeo and Juliet in a freshman year?
I think the teacher that I had, we did like an abridged version.
Oh, that's lame.
Like,
I read the real version.
We might have read the whole thing.
I've only read that, and I've read part of Hamlet, and I read The Taming of the Shrew. I don't like plays.
You really don't like plays.
I'm not a fan of plays.
Yeah.
I'm not good at them. It's just dialogue. I don't care.
You just don't like plays because it'll describe a situation, and then like the character will go through the situation.
Yeah.
So you just don't
to
like
know
rereading
what
it. Unless it's Harry Potter, you don't like rereading it.
I read a lot of things.
Do you?
I reread Bronze Horseman. I reread the After series. I've reread...
That's true. The Bronze Horseman fucked you up.
It did.
For a while. I reread
a lot of things. I reread The Discovery of Witches a couple times.
Okay. Yeah.
It just depends. Like sometimes when you finish a book, you know exactly what you want to read. And you know that trying to find that in another book's not going to help. So you just reread something.
All right.
And I reread books when like a new book in that series comes out. Like I reread John Dies at the End because the third one came out and I hadn't read them in a while.
That's a good book.
Yeah. The first one's really good. The other ones are okay.
I still liked them. But yeah, the first one's the best one. Yeah. My favorite thing is when you start to just like, you're like, when you recommend it to somebody, you're like, you should read John Dies at the End.
And they're
like, oh, does John die at the end? And you're like,
nope.
No, he dies in the beginning. Exactly. It totally throws you off.
It's a great one. But
yeah, really
do you have any bucket list things?
I want to do a kickflip before I die. Like that's a weird one, but like I want to do a kickflip. I just think it'd be super cool to be able to do. I've always kind of skateboarded and like I can go to a skate park and like have fun and like
you're fun.
Go around. I am fun. Thank you. You're a skateboard.
You said it yourself. You can't say you're a something to something that you said. You're calling yourself a skateboard.
I don't think there's any real rules to this.
To everything.
To everything?
There's always rules.
All right. Well, you're a rule.
Okay. Probably between the two of us.
You're definitely the more of the rule follower. Yep. Between the two of us. Because when you start to not do what you're supposed to, it gives you anxiety.
It does.
Yeah. You get anxiety bad.
I can't help it.
But yeah, I want to do a kickflip. I really want to go to the Philippines.
Like, that's on your bucket list?
Yeah,
specifically
Southeast
the Philippines?
Asia. Like, I want to go.
I guess I have some places that are like specifically on my bucket list, but I just want to go. I don't care where.
Because we love, like, traveling's awesome, and it's like I just want to travel more. Like, that'd be great. But like, there's so much to see in the United States. Like,
I know, I want to see a lot here too.
Yeah, you don't have to go out. Like, you can go certain places in the United States, and it's a whole different country. Basically, you know, like up here in Oregon, like the Pacific Northwest area, like even if you go inland, it's a different country. Like the people have different opinions. It's a totally different landscape.
Especially Eugene. We're just very...
Yeah, they talk different.
Yeah.
Like, and then especially if you keep going east and you get into like Montana, a whole other country.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's just coasts or, just different. People like to bound together with other people that think the same as them. So it just makes sense.
Yeah. No, but similar things attract.
Yeah.
It's just a law of nature.
Except for us.
That's true. We are definitely different. You're like, I want to stay inside all the time. And I'm like, I have to go out or I'll go crazy.
Not all the time, just like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, let's go bungee jumping tomorrow. And you're like, what?
Yeah, that's true. You do get these weird itches to do like crazy stuff. Where like I'm always down to do whatever.
That's why I like you.
But I'm not usually the one to be like, oh, we should go bungee jump. No. Or like, I heard about this crazy porch swing. Like, we should go do that.
Yeah, no, you're not. I'm like, I looked up hot springs that we had to hike 2 miles to get to. Let's go. And you're like, okay.
Which I'm always down for. Yeah. I do feel like if we were to be like a travel situation, like a last minute thing where I'm like, you got 2 days off, I got 2 days off, we got this much money extra in the bank. Let's go to Pittsburgh, baby. And you're like, what? I'm like, it's the next flight out.
Yeah,
that's
we can't.
Something that we can do. That
I can't.
I would be the one to do that.
Yeah, because I need more time to try to plan. I can't just go somewhere.
No, you can't. Whereas
I need to know things.
I'm way more comfortable, literally flying by the seat of my pants.
Yeah.
Not literally by the seat of my pants, but we just talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, damn it.
But yeah, so besides those two things, what else do you want to do before you die? That you can think of right now. On the spot.
On the spot?
Pressure. Pressure.
I want this to be successful. That's definitely, I want to have a successful, like comedy podcast career.
Yeah.
That would, I think that's just more like, career goals than a bucket list item, but
you want to get it done before you die.
Yeah, it's something
I want to be a published author before I die.
That's a cool one.
But like a really published author, not just like I published this myself, but like, Penguin or something comes and like publishes my shit.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
One day. We'll see.
I remember when you actually like first wrote the bucket list, like you actually had like a physical list, which was weird, but
people got to do things.
Yeah. But I remember when you first did it, one of them was scream at the top of my lungs. Yeah. And we were driving in a car.
You're just a very quiet person.
Yeah.
Got to do these things.
Mm-hmm. We were driving in a car and you were like, this one, it's scream at the top of my lungs. And I was like, that's on your bucket list? And you were like, yeah. I was like, just do that right now. And you were like, there's no way I could possibly do that. I was like, we're in a metal cage by ourselves.
Kelly
Go ahead and
was with
do it. What?
Kelly was with us.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
My friend Kelly.
And a shout out to Kelly. Kelly, you killed it with your Professor Trelawney costume.
Outfit.
Killed it. Yeah. That was awesome. Like seriously, it was so good, and Faith was super into it because of the whole Harry Potter thing.
Mild obsession I have.
But it was seriously a really good costume.
Anyways.
So I was like, just do it. And you were like, no way. And then I was like, watch. And I'm not gonna blow our speakers out right now, but I was like, yeah. And the guy who was in the car next to us, like I scared the shit out of him. He like jolted and looked over. He thought one of us was being murdered.
For sure.
Like it was bad. And so well, you got Tonks. Tonks is in the room with us. Otherwise she'd go crazy outside. But
and then you'd hear her for sure. Now you only kind of hear her. Her little toenails clicking.
Click clacking. She sleeps most of the time. But
that's what she does with her life.
But now she's got a ball. She's excited. So I screamed, and the guy like scared the shit out of the guy next to us. And then you were like, "Oh, I guess that is something that you can do." And then Faith goes and does it too at the top of her lungs, and then scared the guy again. We were at a red light on Molten and Alicia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Or is it? Yeah.
was it? No, it was Pacific Parkway, right?
I don't know. It was in that area.
It was in that area.
It's in Southern California.
And so Faith did it, scared the guy again, and now he's like, "What the fuck is happening over in this area?" And then Kelly did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
But by the time Kelly did it, he was kind of used to that.
Like,
He
all right,
was
these
sitting
people are
next to a
crazy.
bunch of freaks. So, bucket list item complete. Screaming at the top of your lungs. If screaming at the top of your lungs is on your bucket list,
Just do it.
just do it. You know, and
Probably in a car is better though, because if you scream at the top of your lungs in your house and like your neighbors here, like the cops are gonna come.
yeah, that's true. In a car is good.
Or like go to the forest,
Forest is great.
or like a desert.
Uh-huh.
But like the easiest, most accessible place is probably a car.
Honestly, you can do it walking down the street too. As long as you're
Just
in a
keep
spot.
moving.
As long as you're in a spot where the people who hear you can then see that you're okay, you're good to go.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. Yeah, I've crossed a good amount of things off of the bucket list I originally had. Like I've been skydiving.
Mm-hmm.
I got married. That was on my bucket list.
That was on your bucket list?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I'm glad to have been assistance with
Bungee
two of
jumping
your
was
bucket
not on
lists.
my bucket list, but I did it.
Dude, you got fucked up bungee jumping. That was crazy. We should
The
definitely
second
talk
time.
about that. We went bungee jumping the first time and it was super cool. It was
Super
out,
fun. We went in
out in
Central
Bend.
Oregon.
It was by Bend, right?
Yeah, just north of Bend, I think.
Uh-huh.
It was super cool.
Yeah, not to be confused with North Bend, which is a city in Oregon
In the west.
by the coast.
Southwest.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. city
Regular
names.
Bend.
Makes
North
sense.
of that, is Oregon Bungee Adventures or something.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Super cool. Don't know if they're there still because they had to
yeah.
get like permits and things.
If they're
for
still there,
jumping off
like
that place.
seriously, don't let this story like freak you out. Like they
No,
do a
it's my
super good
fault.
job. It's actually, and Faith will agree with me, it was her fault.
Oh yeah, it's definitely my fault.
Yeah.
The first time it was fine because it was like I didn't know how scary it'd be. So the first time, I don't know, randomly I was just like, hey, I wonder if like we could go bungee jumping here, let's see. So I just Googled it and like didn't tell us anything about it. And then I just told him, I was like, hey, tomorrow we're gonna drive to Bend, which is like 2 hours away, and we're gonna go bungee jumping. And he was like, what? Okay. So we went and we get there and it's this rest stop pretty much with just a crazy big tall bridge going across this, I don't know, ravine with a river at the bottom. And we watch a couple people jump and then we go up and we get ready to go. And did you go first?
No, I'm pretty sure that you went first because
Yeah, I
I'm like
think I went
legit
first.
scared of heights,
Yeah,
and it was
Austin
like
actually
freaking
is
me
afraid of
out.
heights. I'm not afraid of heights for some reason.
No.
It just doesn't bother me. So they strap me up, ready to go, and they just tell you to like jump like you're gonna belly flop. Like there's another bridge that's pretty far away, and like jump like you're trying to get to that bridge, but like go belly down because it's like a harness that's connected at your stomach area. So they do like 3, 2, 1, bungee, and you jump. And I jumped right this time. They tell you not to grab onto the bungee cord,
Which
and,
is
you know,
so hard to do because
Yeah,
it's
for you.
strapped to your chest and you're like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Like it's bungee jumping is so much scarier than skydiving.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because you can see the ground rushing up at you.
When you're skydiving, it's like
there's
it's
like-
so high up that it doesn't even register as being real.
Yeah, it doesn't
Like-
seem the same.
Like you definitely like people describe skydiving. They're like, it's like you're flying.
No,
it's
it's
like you're
not.
floating.
You're
It's
definitely
like, no,
falling.
you're definitely falling with all the wind that's hitting your face. We got to post the picture of me where it caught my upper lip because let me tell you
post
guys,
our bad pictures.
I got some nice lips and the wind caught my upper lip and it looks so dumb.
It looks funny.
But it like doesn't even register as being real,
No.
you know? And then
Well, and it's like when you're skydiving, you like, you know, reach terminal velocity or whatever. So like it just feels, I don't know, like there's more like resistance. Whereas with bungee jumping, I don't know if we reach that because it didn't
No.
feel like it.
You-
Doesn't feel the same.
you
and
see
you're just
the ground like
yeah
coming
flying
up.
towards you. You see like because you're jumping into a ravine in this case, and you see like the walls rushing up on both sides of you. and I almost made it without like making a noise or moving. I got like halfway down, and then I like did like a little yelp and started doing that
The swimming?
kicky swimming thing that you do in like video games when you fall from really high.
Yeah.
And then I bounced back up, and for me with adrenaline, it'll happen like while I'm falling, or like when I'm skydiving, it happens like as I'm jumping out of the plane, and I have adrenaline rush for a good amount of time. But then literally as soon as I stop, it's all gone, and I just feel like I'm going to throw up and I need juice and a nap.
No, your adrenaline goes away so fast.
So fast.
It's weird.
And then Austin jumped after I came up. And he made them check his harness like
I do.
a lot of times.
I make them check a lot because I'm so scared that basically as soon as you jump, like I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I mean,
you're for sure gonna die, so I don't know what you're scared of.
I'm scared of dying.
But at least it's not gonna hurt. You're just gonna die.
Yeah, that is true. I'm actually more scared that I'm going to hit the ground and somehow survive.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying.
Way worse.
That would be way worse.
Yeah.
I would be scared of that too. But like I knew I would die if I fell that far onto those rocks.
Oh, there was a little bit of water under us.
The tiniest stream. We're dying.
It was a river. We were just that high up.
Because when we went there, it was like the summertime, so it was like mostly dry.
Oh, was it? All right, well, whatever.
It is a river normally. I've seen pictures.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
River.
All right.
It just wasn't when we were there.
But so, like when you jump, you're just basically you jumping off of that platform is you're just like admitting I might die.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy.
It's weird the things that I get anxiety about. Like other things just don't bother me.
No, heights don't bother you at all.
No.
But they bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is weird because like I go cliff jumping and like bungee jumping and skydiving.
You're only scared if you think you're gonna die.
Yeah, I'm only scared if I'm like, oh, that bottom part's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You know.
So when Austin jumps off, they told him a bunch of times not to hold on to his thing. So he, of course, grabs on to the bungee cord. And as he's falling, they're like, let go!
Because they're like, if you hold on to the cord,
like,
it can cut your fingers
off.
off when it pulls tight. And so that's the first thing I did was like, I gotta hold on to this thing. And
they shouted at him to let go. And then you see Austin like spread his arms out behind him like a starfish.
Well, and then it pulls tight like at your sternum. Yeah. So like I just bend backwards.
He looked like he was being like taken up by the aliens.
I did. Ooh. Man, that'd be a cool way to get that picture. Like from the side.
Yeah.
You're just like,
uh-huh.
But so anyways,
we went a second time.
First time, big success. And we were like, that was pretty cool. It was
scary.
But it was pretty cool.
Super cool.
We told my little brother about it, and he came up to visit us, and we're like, you want to go bungee jumping? And he goes, abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
So we went bungee jumping again. He did it, loved it.
Yeah, I went like last this time or something.
Yeah, I did it.
No,
made them check.
I went first still because I remember having to wait for a while, and I watched them like filming Skylar.
Okay. I don't remember.
I was either first or second, but I was not last. Anyways, so I jumped, and this time, as I'm standing on the platform ready to jump off, like I remember how scary it is. I was like, oh shit, this is so scary. Why am I doing this? So I don't do a good job jumping. I just jump like I'm trying to pencil dive into.
You didn't. Well, you have a weird diving thing.
Yeah, I can't dive. I don't like to dive head first.
No, Faith has this weird self-preservation thing where like her head can't go below her feet at any given point.
Not if I'm jumping. Not if my feet are going to be above my head.
No, but like you just learned how to nosedive. Yeah. Like into water. And
diving's never been my strong suit.
No, before when she would do it, she would just belly flop.
Hard.
But so she jumps off and they're like, jump for that other bridge across the way, belly flop. And Faith's like, okay.
I tried. Dive. I really did try.
Yeah. You had
it just didn't.
Like a 30-degree forward angle.
I just couldn't commit because I was so scared. At least I moved. At least I got off.
And the idea is with it strapped to your chest instead of by your feet, like you see in the movies and stuff, is that when you belly flop, it will like pull you around, like the
Yeah.
cord will come up underneath your armpit and
Yeah.
it'll
And
pull
it'll be fine
you
if your belly
around.
flopped.
Yeah, or you over rotate and you fall with your back to the ground, which is what I did.
And a lot of people do that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just fall backwards, which is like crazy pants. No,
Oh, that's scary.
no, I can't.
But that's the normal thing that you do is you over rotate and then it just kind of like lowers you.
Yeah.
But Faith went straight up and down, so the cord was under her armpit like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it was like I was just standing. I
Yeah.
was just falling in standing position.
But so when the bungee cord pulled tight, it snapped tight against her rib cage and then ran all the way up her arm.
It hurts so bad.
You thought you had pulled your arm out of its socket.
I did. I legitimately did. My arm went completely numb. I got like the gnarliest Charlie horse of my life
Yeah.
from this fucking bungee cord.
It was
and then they
so
send
bad.
this thing down, like a carabiner, down the bungee line for you to connect to your harness. And I could barely do that because my hand was shaking because my other arm hurt so bad. And I was scared I had like seriously injured myself. So my hand was shaking so bad. I was like, great, I'm just gonna be stuck down here. Like they're gonna have to send somebody down here to save me because I can't connect this damn thing. But I finally did.
Yeah.
And it hurt for like a couple months.
You
It
had
hurts a lot.
crazy bruises. Your bruises
Yeah.
kept getting worse like over
Yeah.
the next couple of days.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
And then I had like a tattoo I was supposed to get like later that like week. And I got it on my other arm, but I was supposed to get it on the arm that was hurt.
Oh,
Just got
were
it
you
on a
supposed to
different
get it
arm.
on the hurt arm?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. You thought I did when I came home. You're like, wait, did you get that on your hurt? And I was like, no, are you crazy? You had to help me get dressed. You think I got a tattoo on that arm?
That was bad. Yeah. But
So,
seriously, if you're thinking about bungee jumping,
Jump as they tell you, not
Yeah.
as I did.
as long as you do what they say, it's totally safe, super freaky, but
Super cool.
yeah.
I would recommend, I would go skydiving a million times more before I went bungee
Skydiving's
jumping.
super cool.
Like
That's-
I legitimately have like zero interest in going bungee jumping again.
Yeah.
Not zero, but like less than 5% of me wants to bungee jump again, but like 95% of me wants to skydive again.
If I had like a bunch of friends who were like, hey, we're going to go bungee jump.
Yeah.
You want to come? I'd be like, yeah,
I'd
absolutely.
be interested in going like another country or something,
Yeah.
like Victoria Falls or something. That'd be cool.
Do they bungee jump off of Victoria Falls?
I think they do.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They have bungee jumps and they have those giant swings. Have you seen those?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Those are
yeah. I have
scary.
seen those. Where they like freak
I'd be more
people
interested in
out.
doing that.
Yeah, I've seen the Instagram videos.
Yeah, we've all seen them. Or they do that swing in like the arch in Utah. You like run and jump, so that's kind of scary because like you could just like bludgeon yourself
like
to
off,
death.
off of the rocks.
Yeah. You know, like people you have to like run from the top of the arch and like, whoa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if you mess up the trajectory,
It's, like,
you
all
splat
fucked.
like a bug.
Yeah.
Like that moth
It's like
earlier.
you have to have
that I
like permits to
murdered.
do that because people keep on not attaching shit right and just like dying. You know, poor Utah.
Poor Utah. Which I feel like skydiving should be part of our bucket list, but we've already done it.
It was on my bucket list when I wrote my bucket list.
Yeah. So
Yours could be that you want to be able to free like skydive alone.
that would, I think that is part of my bucket list. I would like
I
to be able
wouldn't.
to
I don't want
skydive
to
by
have that
myself.
kind of responsibility for my own life.
I mean,
I would be attached to you. I would let you have that responsibility for me.
oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do the first time that I went skydiving, the guy was like, is there like anything that specific that you're looking forward to? Like anything like that? And I was like, not really, man. Like I just want to go skydive.
We just really were excited because the freaking first date didn't work out because it was foggy or something. It was cloudy.
Yeah, it was
We did it
super
like
cloudy.
near the coast, so it was all June gloom.
Which was awesome. Skydiving by the coast.
Super cool. Skydiving in Oregon was cool too. We weren't near the coast, but
No, but we went skydiving on the coast. You could see the ocean on one side, and they would like spin you around so that you could see the ocean and then the mountains. It was in San Diego, right?
yeah, close enough.
It was in Oceanside.
Yeah.
Yeah. But super cool. And the guy who jumped with me, like, he pushed us out and we were ready. We went and he like turned us so that I could see the plane fall away from us.
It's like the only context you have for how fast you're falling.
It gave us context for like exactly how fast we were falling because that plane got small fast. Like
It's so cool.
Yeah, that
It's
was
so
the only
cool.
part that it almost felt like, because the guy who was on my back was like blocking all the wind,
Yeah.
and it almost felt like I was standing still and the plane
Plane
was
was moving
leaving.
away.
But then he like turned us back around and like we did the rest, and it was
Yeah.
crazy.
I headbutt the shit out of my guy when we went the first time.
Did you?
I did.
Oh yeah, in the
When
chin.
he pulled the cord, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just like my head snapped back because it's like such a drastic speed change, and just like I had like a knot in my head. I felt bad for him. I was scared I had knocked him out.
That
I
would
was like,
be
that'd be
bad.
horrible. I'm just gonna die because I knocked my skydive instructor out.
Uh-huh.
He was fine. But he
That's
should
good.
learn to tilt his head back, because the second time I went skydiving, the guy I saw in the pictures, he did tilt his head back away from me.
That's probably happened to a
Probably
few
because
people.
it happens all the time. I was like, I don't know, the context I had for like how fast we were falling was watching the other people go before me. Like they just like get sucked out of the friggin' plane. You're like, whoa. Because it doesn't feel like that really. But then when we took Becca skydiving, I love the video of her because she got a whole
'Cause you
recording.
watched it.
And she's like looks so scared. We like forced her to go pretty much for her bachelorette week. And I was like, I'll go first so you can see it and it'll be okay. And she's like, okay, yeah, I want you to go first. So we get up there and they like start scooching me like toward the door. And I'm like, okay, I love you. And Becca's like, I love you. She keeps saying I love you to me. I'm like, okay, dude, it'll be fine.
Well, because
I love
Becca,
you too.
because Becca thinks she's gonna die.
Yeah, for
she
sure.
wants to make sure like her last words to you are "I love you."
Yeah, she doesn't know if we're gonna live. So I get, I drape my legs over the edge and he tilts my head back and does the whole thing and pushes us out. And from Becca's video, all you hear her say, "Oh shit!" And then she starts getting scoot toward the edge, and she has a great time anyways. But
No.
it's just fucking funny. She's
Yeah.
just so scared.
And then the second time, if you go skydiving, you have to go twice.
You have to
Like
go like way more times. The second time you remember it
no,
a lot
well,
clearer.
you have to go at least twice
Yeah.
because the first time your adrenaline's pumping so hard because it's like this new experience that you don't really remember too much of it.
No, I hardly remember it. Same thing with bungee jumping, though. I didn't think. I mean, the second time was truly traumatizing.
Yeah.
But I think even if it had been, I would have remembered it better. Same with skydiving. It felt like I was falling for like ever. I was like, is this guy okay? Am I about to die? This could be a cool way, I guess. But
Yeah. But no, but the second time you remember so much more of it. Like you actually get to experience skydiving. The first time you do it, you like jump out, you're like, "Woo, this is crazy." And then it's over.
yeah,
Like he pulls a chute. That's the worst part about skydiving is when you pull the chute and
you
like
headbutt somebody.
not when you headbutt somebody, but like everything pulls so much because you have this like crazy
Hurts the
change.
thighs.
Yeah, you have this crazy change in like speed. So it like pulls and it's all strapped in next to your junk and like
You're junk.
oh, I'm junk. I'm junk. Oh,
Junker
God
love.
damn it. But so it like pulls you super tight and it's all crazy and that's the worst part. But the second time we went skydiving, the guy asked me again. He's like, "Is there anything specific that you're like looking forward to?" What are you doing, Tonks?
She's trying to get on top of me because I'm laying on the ground.
Yeah, by the way, Faith is laying on the ground, taking this super serious.
I am taking it seriously. My back
The
hurts.
microphone's so close to your mouth.
Sorry. Tonks is trying to get love.
But so the second time we went skydiving, the guy asked me again, "Is there anything that you want to do?" And I told him the first time the guy like spun us around to see the plane, and I thought that was really cool. He's like, "All right, well we're not supposed to do this, but like we'll go out last. Nobody's like only one person's getting a recording. They're going out before us. Just when we leave, lean back on me as hard as you can."
Arch
And
that back.
and just like arch your back. And I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "Don't tell anybody about it. If anybody asks, we had a clean exit. Don't tell anybody." And I was like, "Okay." And now it's on a podcast.
Super secret. They don't know where we went.
No.
Oh.
But so we did it. We left the airplane and I arched super hard and he did like a full gainer out of the airplane. So like we pushed forward and did a backflip.
Yeah.
And I saw the plane fly away upside down and Then the second time you do it, you remember so much more. You get to look around. You get to.
Yeah.
The second time you do it, you almost are like, oh, is this still going?
Seriously though, I've been thinking about trying to look into like trying to skydive in Greece when we're there, but like honestly, I want to see so much and just be lazy at the same time.
Yeah, I don't.
Parasailing would be cool.
Parasailing would be cool. I feel like parasailing goes wrong so much though.
For
like,
real.
There's so many Instagram videos about people getting sucked up into the atmosphere.
Or what was that? That guy was like paragliding or something and like he wasn't attached. Did you see that video?
Oh, yeah.
So scary. Oh my God. And he's just hanging on. And thank God that instructor
crazy.
keeps such a cool head while he brings him down. He does drop him from pretty high. Like that guy for sure hurt something.
Oh,
but like he's better than dying.
That guy, they both had some grip strength.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
For real. I mean, I would have some insane grip strength too if I knew I was going to die.
Yeah. But that's, I can honestly say, I don't think I would have made that. I probably
It was a long haul.
I probably would have
And he looked like he
and
was
died.
falling for sure before, like the guy just had him by his shirt. And who was checking the harness? Because they need to get fired.
Ugh, it was so bad. So bad.
Terrifying. This is how real podcasters should podcast. This is comfortable.
Laying on the ground with their feet in the air.
Mm-hmm. My back, my lungs feel open. I feel good.
So weird. The dog's like running around your head.
She's keeping me safe.
She doesn't. She like doesn't even know what to do with you laying on the floor.
She was on me.
She was
for a little second.
I think we might have caught like a little Tonks burp in the microphone earlier.
Cute.
Yeah, we'll have to play it back to make sure. But I think there was like a little.
She was making weird noises. She was making her like purring sounds she tries to do.
Our dog thinks she's a cat. She tries to purr because
she
our
just
cat
makes a weird
does.
noise.
But she ends up just going like.
It's cute.
Yeah.
She's cute.
You're cute.
Thanks. You're cute too.
Thanks. Yeah, I think we went over some good stuff. This is a good podcast today, even though you're laying on the ground.
I was not at the beginning, but honestly, probably would have been better if I was.
Maybe.
That's in the spot. It's part of the method. It's all part of the method.
All right. Well, let them know where where they can find you besides on the ground.
Well, they can find both of us at You're a Podcast. It's YOUREAPODCAST. Instagram. I'm working on a Facebook page also. And you can find me at I Wish I Could Tag Faith on Instagram.
Yeah, that's true.
Where can they find you?
I'm at
Besides
Austin,
judging me.
Besides judging you for laying on the ground. You can always find me judging Faith for laying on the ground. I'm also at Austin J. Kassler on Instagram. I'm Austin Kassler on Facebook. And yeah, if you have anything that you want us to kind of do, feel free to email us or DM us at your podcast on Instagram or your podcast at yahoo.com.
You can always shoot us a DM or comment on one of our pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'd like to hear from you guys.
Let us know your weird bucket list stuff. If you have any like weird bucket list items, like everybody's got skydiving, everybody's got, travel to another country. Like everybody has those. But if you got like something weird, something cool that nobody's really thought of that you really want to do, send it to us.
Oh, swim with sharks. I want to swim with sharks.
You want to swim with sharks?
Or alligators.
I don't want to swim with
alligators. They have those alligator
man.
cages, like a shark cage, but with alligators.
Those things freak me out. I'll swim with sharks, absolutely. But because sharks just like go, and if there's something for them to eat, then they eat it. But like alligators, like look for you to eat. Like
maybe. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be freaky. Yeah,
let us know your weird things you want to do. I want to know about you.
Yeah, you're a weird thing I want to do.
On that note, see you guys next time. I guess.
Just always remember, you're a podcast.